Once your customer's move has completed and they have moved, it can be years until they need your services again. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you should stay out of the picture for all of those years. I'll show you how you can use HubSpot to stay top of mind with light, smart nurturing that keeps your customers coming back without annoying them. My name is Jasper, I'm a certified HubSpot consultant, and let's dive right in. So in the last video, we wrapped up our move and we set up a follow-up email, which would be the first follow-up email we do after, let's say, about a week, with a thank you for their trust in our business, and also a review request if they left good feedback for our business. So the next step that we want to do is we want to nurture them over time, because this customer might move again in a year, and we want to make sure that we're still top of mind at that time, or it might also be a couple of years. So how do we handle these things? So we just talked about week 1. So after 3 months is probably a good time to give them another nudge that we still exist. I'll create this workflow, and I usually like to tag the workflows external whenever there's outgoing emails involved. This way I can easily find these workflows when I need them. And I'll call this post-move nurturing. This way it's clear what this workflow does specifically. Now we will go to Met Filter criteria. We will click on contact, and then here we want to make sure that we go by that date. So most recent move completed date. So we'll go off of this property and we'll kick off this workflow on the day that that most recent move has completed. Or if we want to make sure that we always capture it, we can also say it's more than 7 days ago, or it's more than 1 day ago. We'll enroll them immediately. That this way we have all of our setup within the workflow itself. For this specific workflow, for this specific nurturing, I do not want to re-enroll them, so we're just going to leave this here. And this is where we start. So as I said, we already have that automation to request their feedback and thank them for their business. So after that, we want to wait a little bit longer, and we're going to say we're going to wait for about 3 months, so 90 days. After that waiting time is over, I want to send them a first follow-up email, and I can easily do that by just adding communication and then send email, and this will allow me to send that marketing email that I want to send. So as you can see, we did not create that email yet, because I also quickly want to show you how easy it is to create these emails. So let's click on create new email. Here we can actually just type the email right away, which is one way to do it. But if you want a little bit more customization, we can also go to the email tool. So to have a little bit more flexibility, we'll go to our menu and we'll go to marketing, email, and this is where we'll create that email. In the top right corner, we're going to click create email. This is going to be an automated email. We're going to start from scratch, just a blank template. The first thing we want to do is we want to give it a little bit of branding. So I'll do select image here. I have my logo here. That is a very big logo. Not really what we want. So let's see if I do 150. Well, looks better. Then we want to add some text underneath that. And in this specific case, I want to tell them, I want to check in and maybe cross-sell some services. So for example, after 3 months, we're already settled in a little bit. A couple of things can happen here. Your clients might have realized by now that they actually have more stuff than they have space for in their new apartment. So this is a great time to offer them some storage service as well. Be like, everything that you have tucked away in the closet right now, and trust me, I've been there. We have storage space for you in the city that you just moved to. And this can be either storage space that you own, of course, or it can also be storage space from a company that you partner with. And maybe you even get an affiliate link there. If this video is helpful, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel for more HubSpot excellence, and let's continue with the video. So that is what we want to offer here. And I'm not going to type out the full email, but I did want to give you an idea of what we want to create. What I can try here is generate a paragraph and just use AI. Usually I like to give AI a lot more context for creating something. So this is something that I typically would not do except for in a demo like this. But let's see what it comes up with. So this is what I'll give AI and we'll see what they come up with. Well, I mean, this is pretty short, but I think for now we can work with something like this. So I'll paste that in here. I do want to have it personalized a little bit more. So it'll be hi and then first name. I'm typing in your valued customer, but you should always make sure to have the first name of anyone entering this workflow. You might actually have it as a requirement before context can enter this workflow, but we do need to fill out this fallback value here. So we'll do something like this. And of course, like you want to add in specific services that you offer. So you might have like a list here with a couple of storage options, and then also a list with a couple of like cleaning services, a couple of options for the cleaning service that you want to offer them. So it's like, been a few months since your move, how's your new place treating you? If you find the need for extra storage or want to simplify things, we offer secure storage solutions right here in your city. Plus, we're happy to recommend reliable local cleaning services to help you settle in seamlessly. So a little bit context will be great here, and we'll do best the moving team. We do want to give this a subject line as well, so let's add that in. We're lazy today, so we're going to generate this using AI as well. I think the second one could actually work, so need storage solutions. Okay, that works. Then we'll use AI to generate the preview text as well. And perfect. We can add this to a specific nurturing campaign if you'd like, if you want a little bit more tracking capabilities there. Oh, I did forget to name this, so I'll name this post move nurturing email 1. So this way you can easily find these emails. Now we'll go back to automation and then workflows. We'll find our workflow that we were working with. I'll click on the plus sign here, communications, send email, and then we can do that post move nurturing email number 1. Then a good time for the next email would probably be around 3 months later. You don't want to send them too many emails, of course, because your moving services are not always going to be relevant. So we want to make sure that we add another delay here for about 90 days. And now I'm not gonna like show how to add these emails one by one, but I do want to share a couple of ideas that I have that would work really well for a moving business here. So we just had that first email after 3 months where we check in and do that cross-sell. Another idea would be after 6 months where we can do something more educational or community focused. It would probably be helpful if you take the time and do some research about the different areas that you service. And then you can do something along the lines of like, these are our favorite recommendations in Miami right now. Maybe even link to some Instagram reels to add some additional context there, to maybe even use a screenshot of a reel in there, because we know that that is how people do like to consume these ideas and these steps. Then let's say after another 5 months, because 11 months is usually the sweet spot when they are thinking of their next move in case they are gonna move. So you might want to start doing that reactivation email. And in this case, you can do something along the lines of like planning any changes this year. Do you still love the place that you moved to a year ago? If so, awesome. If you're looking for something else, know that we're here for you. Like, we're ready to help you with your next move. We know for a fact that you were happy because we do have that data in our CRM. Obviously, you're not saying that, but that's actually what we do know. So that's a great email for like the 11-month mark. And then at 12 months, you can send like a move anniversary message. So just in case that the reactivation email didn't trigger a request from them that they are moving. In that case, you know that at 12 months, it is their move anniversary. And one of two things would have happened. Either they worked with a different moving company or they stayed in their current place, which is great for them, of course. In this anniversary email, another thing that you can do there is add in a little referral. So you might have a referral program and you might be like, do you know somebody who's moving soon? Recommend them to us. Tell them about the great experience you had with us. And we'll give you a little kickback for sending somebody our way. Then while you're going through this workflow, at some point you might also want to add a branch here. And in this case with this branch, you might want to check if they're active or not. So here we'll say engaged and we'll have not engaged. Well, but we can actually do that in this branch. So for engaged, we're going to look at the last engagement dates and we're going to say this is less than, say, 60 days ago. And then if that's not the case, they will go to that other branch. So Then from here, if they're engaged, you might want to move them into a more frequent nurturing sequence. So you will say go to workflow and you'll have that specific sequence here. So let's say it's this one here. And then if they're not engaged, either you can stop nurturing them at that point, or we'll just move them to another nurturing sequence that has less emails. Because we do want to keep the deliverability of our emails healthy. And the way we do that is by only sending it to customers and contacts that are actually engaging with the content that we send them. All right, so I do want to share a couple of bonus tips here at the end. And the first one is, you can also use WhatsApp or SMS messages in these workflows. So if you know that your customers, for example, skew a little bit younger, we do know that this audience tends to really prefer WhatsApp over email. So that might be a great way to handle these. Another tip is you want to create some custom properties for your business as well to keep track of things. Think of properties like lifetime moves, and you want to add one count each time they move with your business. Another one might be repeat customer. So as soon as they do a second move with you, you can mark them as a repeat customer. You also want to make sure that your nurturing flows are automatically updated as soon as they book their next move. Because we don't want to keep nurturing them as when we're actually like helping them with their next move right now. And over time, of course, keep track of your performance metrics. You can do this right within the workflows. You can see all of the metrics. You can also do some A/B testing in these workflows as well. And keep track of how the emails are performing. Tweak any emails that are underperforming. Just as a quick reminder, if the open rate is too low, you want to tweak your subject line. And if the click-through rate is too low, you want to tweak the call to actions that you have within your email. Also know that if you're using Marketing Professional, which you probably are if you're creating these workflows, then you'll also be able to see the links that they specifically clicked, and you can tweak your workflow based on this. Okay, so this gives you a complete overview for that long-term nurturing that keeps your brand over time. It really establishes your business and builds loyalty, and it drives repeat business. I do specialize in helping service businesses, like for example, moving companies. So if you need help setting up any of this, you can always reach out to me. You can find the details in the video description. If you like this video, I'm sure you also love this video right here about personalizing the web pages on your website. This will improve your business even more and will really increase your conversion rates. My name is Jasper, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.